It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening, we are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go. On the ball. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They'll start with the option. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Trey Lance, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Set, ready. Striker, 3-3. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Right through. Guard red.
Now back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. Running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this big, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before but didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
You look at this Niner defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Black shot. Black ultra.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That's ready. Red cycle. Field black.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Here we go on 4th down. Dancing away at the 35. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here we go, set.
On play action, Lance. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again. Oh, into a sea of defenders had intercepted. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Ready?
Now Lance. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks! Kenneth Walker from 8 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here, yellow.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Blaster, sit.
And Lance now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Ready up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here we go.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They're going to look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check Fury. Smash.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Able to find Gray here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now 2nd and 5.
Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And a 49er first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Black block.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 7.
Slide through. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hey, Blue. Black shot. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are back within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
49ers 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On the counter, it's Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now stands at 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
2nd and 11. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. And the 49er first down.
43 rail. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Red, cycle.
Back to throw again. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2.
Yellow.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
First down, 49ers.
Ready, break.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead, just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have...
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They give him a gain of 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is out of bounds here. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and sneak it here, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
33, 49ers 23.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now Lance. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On 3rd down, Borden. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the... Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Seahawks 33, 49ers 30.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Let's go.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set.
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
Here we go.
and 3.
Set.
What a ball game this was. What an...